evening, lovely viewers. It's another beautiful moment or another beautiful episode on the Noble Woman Show. As you know, this interview seeks to bring you a lot of information that would inspire you and motivate you. Today's interview is going to teach us a lot, as we're going to learn on topics like child online safety and many more. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back.
Herbal and Skin Clinic. One would nam abefo quite so essa and yarwebi to say stroke, diabetes, typhoid, infertility, bone injuries, any yaria ahudwinina. Sabon honam any enyarwan so stretch marks, enkocha, one more eternity, one more OPD, or more lab, baby I heard, nipa ye moja, any ya jonso, e wo pese wo so eti. Relieve fatigue, nina yano a year mojuma, or hey, chira kwanya, wube huyen, e watema, Committee 11, General Hospital, Quantum Ponwa, Bra. Wapa Shell filling station ho pepe. Obetimi afraye. E wo 0508 261 725 and 0244 884 793.
Alna Herbal and Skin Clinic. Eye Juma Ejoada Kosi Fieda. 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. When you are number stretch marks hamu. And as a fibroid na how. Odi ebra Alna Herbal and Skin Clinic. A bit tutu Mawya and Yamidi Mebeko.
Alna Herbal and Skin Clinic. Yambo Taye any Ghana for Apomudin.
Welcome to a Yiwa restaurant, gym and spa. Our delivery vans and bikes are always on time. Cater for all events, wedding reception, bridal shower, birthday parties, and all other events.
When you want to eat at the right place or the perfect place to have a good health, it's a Yiwa restaurant.
Our ultra-modern spa with professional massage therapists.
My name is Prophet Azeke Asante.
Saturday karaoke with DJ Everlasting. Sunday live acoustic music with Ivo Manifest and our local dishes. And cool free in our jacuzzi. Locate a Yiwa restaurant in Accra behind Achimota Melcom.
Welcome back from the break. This is still the Noble Woman Show. My name is Gabriela. The show is proudly brought to you by Alna Herbal and Skin Clinic. Your health, our priority. Destiny Multimedia, transforming lives. C-Rhine Car Rentals. If you're looking for a car to rent for any occasion, for personal use or for whatever use that you might need a car for, C-Rhine Car Rentals is there for you. My beautiful hair was styled by Lizzie Beauty Center. You can locate her at Mataheko opposite 1+1, and you can call her on 024 1526 998. Today's show is going to be very educative. Our guest for today is Mrs. Aidam Amenya. Welcome to the Noble Woman Show.
Thank you.
It's been a long time.
Very.
Child online safety.
Yes.
What is it about?
Child online safety is a conversation, I will call it, which has to do with a responsible use of the digital space. So, young people by default have had to go online to learn, to connect with family members, to play and do other things. Not only are they there alone, families are also forced to go there. Yeah. But then how much information do we have out there for families who are connecting to comply with? Because it's not everything that you see online that you should believe. It's not everything that you do offline that you should do online, because obviously chances are that everything you do online will live there forever. Therefore, if there's something you do offline which you can gloss over, you can't do same online and gloss over it, because the internet or the digital space is keeping it for you. So if you are living a life that you don't want to be seen, or you have a photo that you don't want everybody else to see, you don't need to put it out there. So that's the kind of conversation we want to have. We have with people, and we have with young people especially, because they are going to be seeking for employment opportunities. They're going to be seeking for college admissions and all of that. What kind of footprint are they leaving in the space? So that is the kind of conversation we have.
Okay. So how has your journey been? Have you been able to achieve positive results?
I would say that we started this conversation in 2014. Yes, and so far so good. By the grace of God, we've come far. We've made impact both at the national and continental level, and we feel that there's a lot more to be done, but so far so good.
How would you educate a parent on how to protect his or her child or her ward about this whole online safety thing?
Right. So when it comes to children and young people who are exploring in the space, I always say that there's this acronym, which is TEAMS. TEAMS. T standing for talk. You need to talk, build a relationship, build a rapport with the child. You need to engage with the child in the space. So if your child likes maybe survival craft, you need to go on survival craft with the child, know what the safety options are, that functions there. Would you want to disable the chat, private chat functions and all of that? So you need to do all of that with the child. Agree with the child that, okay, you are not going to send messages to anyone privately or reply messages with anyone privately. These are the kind of things you should do online. So that agreement is between you and the child. By extension, once you do that, you need to also manage your family settings with the child. The internet is there. Maybe you have a home Wi-Fi, or the child is using your phone. How would you be able to block functions accurately? How will you set the password? You engage the child in that same process, so that helps you to manage the space. And at the end of the day, you'll be securing your family space as well as your digital valuables. So TEAMS stands well. T, talk with the child, engage with the child, agree with the child, manage the settings with the child, and by extension you are securing the child.
Okay.
And you are securing yourself, and that is a process you need to carry out as often as possible, just to be sure that you are keeping safe online.
With your little experience in this whole project, what are some of the effects of the internet on the child?
Right. Within that,
I'm
trying to understand it, but it's fine. In that regard, you know, everything has a good and a bad side.
The negative side.
Yes. So internet has a good side to it and the negatives. So one of the negatives will be, like I said, someone will connect with a child privately, explore, or children are naturally adventurous. So someone says, oh, take a photo, send me a photo, or even some of them are lured by nude photos that are sent to them privately. And most children are taken off guard if they chanced upon certain content, be it violent or sexual or anything. So those are some of the things that they come across, and because they are not able to handle that so well, if you don't have a good relationship with your child, or you don't make yourself approachable to your child, chances are that your child will be taken away from you digitally. So kidnapping does not happen in the physical space where the child is taken off the street now, but it happens at the fingertips of a monitor.
A parent should, what you're saying is technically a parent should be able to seek permission from her child or his child before he can even upload a picture of the child on the internet.
I believe that children have rights, and these rights are embedded in parents. So the way we raise them matters. So if a child's footprint is built by you posting things about him or her, it's also the child's right for you to seek permission, because children might not want certain photos of them posted online, so you seek that permission, and once you seek the permission and it's granted, then you can build the footprint. But until then, it is wrong for you to post the photos or load the children's photos. Most of us parents are now using our children as accessories, because a lot of people see children's photos and they like them and they adore them and all of that. Some of those photos are photoshopped. So assuming your child is aspiring for a high office one day, and then a photo is one of his or her photo is photoshopped and sent to him in a bad manner, the child wouldn't like that. So as much as possible, you need to safeguard your settings, maybe before uploading those photos, or don't post them at all. If you don't want your child's photo to be everywhere, you don't need to post the photo.
So let's get into menstrual health and all of that. I know you've been in that business for a while. I wouldn't say it's a business as in
Yes.
project.
Yeah, that's right.
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
So what's going on now with that?
We're doing a lot around that. We're having conversation around menstrual hygiene management, and I'm happy it's catching up with a lot of people, a lot of organizations. But I think the most important thing for us now is the call for the removal of the 20% import tax levy on that particular product, because we feel it's insulting enough for a girl to pay 20% tax on a product that she's using to manage her womanhood. It's already something that is not available to them, which made us to start talking about cloth or washable pads. So we saw this with the girls most often, because they cannot afford the sanitary pad.
They can be reused, so they can wash it and
exactly.
use it again.
But then it can be reused with serious attention to hygienic practices, because if you are not careful, you are likely to contract other things. So as much as possible, yes, we emphasize the hygienic practices for them. But then quite apart from this one, there are a number of other options. Apart from the disposable pads, we also have what we call the period panty, which is a very psychedelic one, and I always say that a girl will be pleased to have this, because this is so dignifying. It's just like a swimming pants, and she's able to use this, and this could last a girl for 4 years if it's managed properly. So 2 pairs of this will take a girl through school. This has a filler, so this filler goes into it, but then some people are not able to wash bloody stuff. So if you are not able to wash bloody stuff, or you don't want to wash it, you can slot in either a toilet tissue or cotton. The point of slotting the toilet tissue or cotton into this pouch is to prevent the pieces of either the cotton or the tissue paper getting into your vagina, which that you slot it into the pouch, which will keep it well. When you are done, you want to wash it, you take it off and then dispose it off and wash your pants. This dries in 60 minutes. So after an hour, you could still go back to this pant and wear and feel free about life.
So is either that one or this one?
Exactly.
So is it for sale? That one is free, I know that one.
Yes, that one we teach girls to sew it themselves, and we give it out for free. This is what is paid for. Because of course this we don't make them, produce them from here. So yes, this is from Colombia. Yes, but then it's a certified product.
But is it hygienic enough for a lady?
Very, very hygienic. Very, very hygienic.
How much is it going for?
This is about $5.
$5. That's
Yeah.
Dollar is 60 now, I guess.
Yes.
30 cedis for one.
Yes, for one. So with this, about 60 cedis, you have 2 pairs of this, which will last you for 4 years or 3.5 years, and calculate the amount of pad you have to pay for in that period.
Okay. So what in
And then we as part of the education, we also have what we call the smart cycle. The smart cycle is like a calendar that will guide the girl through the menstruation. So there's a portion that will show when you are bleeding heavily, and then when you are in your ovulation and all of that, everything is marked on it. So it's easier for a girl to keep this calendar. They usually hang it on their neck, and it's no longer undermining for a girl to have menstruation with this kind of product. And we also encourage boys to understand this smart cycle so they can support the girl through menstruation.
Okay.
Yes.
So do you think that you've made a little impact in this area, menstrual hygiene, because the ordinary woman or ordinary girl who cannot afford this, what will she do?
Yeah, so those who cannot afford this, we try as much as possible to make available to them what we call the Afro pads or the reusable pads. But these pads have to be changed after 6 months.
Okay, this one?
Yes, we encourage them to dispose it of after 6 months, because it's not worth it using this beyond 6 months, considering what goes into it and all of that. So yes, we feel that this is better off than using a sachet polythene around your pants or using a foam in your pants during menstruation. So that is the little we feel we could do. Aside that, yes, if you can afford the disposable parts, why not? We don't have a problem with that. But as much as possible, in order to support all the conversation going around climate change and everything, Accra and other places, you know, drainage is a problem. So it's always advisable to go in for green products rather than.
How many girls have you trained to show this? How many girls have you been able to train so far?
I can't recall exactly the number, but for each training session we have about 30 to 50 young girls, and there are instances where we had to take there's this Miss Ghana contestant who wanted to do her project in a community, so we actually trained her, and then she then went to train the girls in that community to produce the parts. So yes, it's been a lot. I've not kept track of that one, but when we get into our records, we'll be able to pull out the numbers.
Okay. We're still talking to Mrs. Aidam Amenya. She's a very open-hearted woman filled with a lot of love. And guess what? She designed this beautiful jacket that I'm putting on. And the name of her design is Awo. They design jackets, they are into share butter, and a lot of businesses that will go a long way to support the less privileged and people out there. This is still the Noble Woman Show. We'll be right back.
Welcome to a Yiwa restaurant, gym and spa. Our delivery vans and bikes are always on time. Cater for all events, wedding reception, bridal shower, birthday parties, and all other events.
When you want to eat at the right place or the perfect place to have a good health, it's a Yiwa restaurant.
Our ultra-modern spa with professional massage therapists.
My name is Prophet Asake Asante.
Saturday karaoke with DJ Everlasting. Sunday live acoustic music with Ivo Manifest and our local dishes. And cool free in our jacuzzi. Kit Ayiwa restaurant in Accra behind Achimota Melcom.
Welcome back from the break. This is the Noble Woman Show. And the show is proudly brought to you by Alna Herbal and Skin Clinic. Your health, our priority. Destiny Multimedia, transforming lives. Sea Rhine Car Rentals. If you need a car for any occasion, Sea Rhine Car Rentals. Ayiwa House. They have a spa, they have a gym, they have a restaurant, they have a salon. So if you're looking for that beautiful place to have any kind of treatment that you need, Ayiwa House is the beautiful and the best place to visit. You can locate Ayiwa House at Achimota, right behind the Achimota Melcom, and we are seated at Ayiwa House bringing you this interview. Abu, what inspired you going to Kilimanjaro? What are you going to do there?
Right. So, as part of the online safety work, we saw the need to engage more at the continental level. So Kilimanjaro being the highest point in Africa, we thought that the best place to go and make the call was to ascend to that height and make it known to every country in Africa that is important. We do our best to safeguard the privacy and protection of children online. So that is what informed that decision, and it was a revealing experience to have 6 days walking in different terrains and getting somewhere just to push the agenda for the child is an experience. It's a lifetime experience I will never forget.
I just hope you were able to achieve whatever purpose for which you went there.
Yeah, I think it's been achieved because just after that, yes, a lot of things happened and a lot of things are happening, which we thought that will go a long way to pushing the agenda for online safety on the continent.
Okay. We are seated at Ayiwa House with this interview. Ayiwa House says I should tell you that they are giving out a free gift voucher, So if we ask you our question as usual, last week you asked a question on the show, and whoever answered it correctly enjoyed his free gift voucher. So we're asking this week's question. If you are able to answer your question correctly, you win a free spa treatment. So this is your gift voucher. This is going to be your gift voucher. You're going to have a free spa treatment at Ayiwa House. So our question this week, last week we were talking to Mama Helena Rabo. So our question today from that interview is, what is the biggest lesson life has taught you? That was one question I asked her. What is the biggest lesson life has taught you? And she gave her answer. So if you are able to answer this question correctly, send your answer to the number on your screen. If you have the answer to this question, send your answer to the number on your screen. And the first person who will send the correct answer will win this free gift voucher, free spa treatment voucher at Ayiwa House. You've been married for how long, with how many children?
I think I've been married for 14 years and thereabouts, with 2 biological boys and 1 not. Okay. Yeah, so I have 3 boys. 3 boys in my care. Yes.
Okay. Since you've been married for quite some time now, you have a little bit of experience, or some form of experience in marriage. What do you think is a woman's role in marriage?
I feel that a woman's role is to be the helpmeet. So I don't take myself out of the role. I'm a believer. I believe in the biblical principles of marriage. So the Proverbs 31 woman is what I aspire to be all the time. And I feel that is our role. So I don't have a problem with submission, but then it's important that submission comes naturally and comes based on a mission of that marriage. And for us women, naturally when you love a woman, She submits without even stressing, right? Which is why I don't buy into the prescription that 14 things you could do for a man to love you. 10 things you should do for your husband to love you. What is the meaning of that? Every marriage is unique. And your way of handling your partner is not the way somebody else will handle it. So when I come across those prescriptions, I go like, okay, so where are we missing the mark? The point is, okay, I have a role to play in marriage. So let me play my role. My partner should play his role. And at the end of the day, we have a purpose and a mission that we want to achieve. So that mission is set from the very beginning by your partner, or is set together by the two of you in the marriage, and you work at it. It calls more for teamwork than saying that if a woman doesn't do this, the marriage will not survive. What is the guarantee that marriage is a responsibility of a woman? A woman is a partner. So the partnership work when the two of you work at it together. But you don't put the blame on a woman because you don't do this, your marriage is not surviving. Who says that? So there are so many nuances that are espoused. I don't consider myself a marriage counselor, but the little experience I've had plus common sense tells me that no, some of the things should be looked at again, and some of the conversations people should be made to understand that okay, these are two human beings raised differently and coming together, so there's a lot of adjustments and things which has to be done. You don't blame the woman if there's a dysfunction or the marriage is not going well. Sometimes yes, it could be the woman, sometimes it could be the man, but it takes two to tango. So the two people who are adults in that relationship should work at making their marriage what it is. Yeah. Marriage is designed by God, but your marriage should not be the choice of your marriage partner should not be determined by just love. I believe it should be informed by purpose. You get it. Yeah. But then if you have a partner or you choose a partner based on your purpose, you are likely to have the support you needed to achieving God's purpose for your life.
What would be your advice to a young woman out there watching this interview?
I would say that, sister, choose your partner. A partner not just because you love him, but you choose a partner who is supportive of your purpose. So the first thing you need to do is identify your purpose and choose a partner who will be supportive through that process, lest you have issues in the end.
Choose a partner who will be very supportive. Thank you, my dear sister, for coming to my show.
Thank you for having me.
It's been an awesome time here. I'm wearing our clothing. This is her design. So if you need one of her designs, she does even better ones than this. And they are all very beautiful. So if you need her to design something beautiful for you, you can contact the number on your screen. If you need some of her designs for any occasion, like the way I'm just looking here, you can contact the number on your screen. Our question again for this week is, what is the biggest lesson life has taught you? From last week's interview. Last week we spoke to Mama Helena Rabbles and we asked her this question: what is the biggest lesson life has taught you? So if you have the answer, you can send it to the number on your screen. Send the answer to the number on your screen and win a free gift voucher at Iowa House. Iowa House is going to give you a free spa treatment if you win this voucher. Thank you so much for staying tuned today with us on the Noble Woman Show. I am blessed and I hope you are blessed. See you same time next week. Bye bye.